Good morning, I hope you're having an amazing day. It's Mark Weens. I just landed in Dire Dawa, Ethiopia, in eastern Ethiopia. This is an area, region with a lot of history, and we have a full day ahead of us. We're gonna eat some amazing food, we're gonna walk around, we're gonna do some sightseeing, but mainly later in a few hours, we're gonna drive to HARER, which is an ancient city. We're gonna experience the ancient walled city. We're gonna eat some delicious food there. So this is a packed day. I'm gonna share it all with you in this video, and we're on our way to breakfast first.
Or Hashimi, which is very famous, which is very known for best sweets, like influence of a Turkish, like halava, baklava.
So we're just jumping out of the van, and there's a famous sweets shop that we're gonna stop at first. Okay, and we're in the old part of the city. It's pretty awesome.
And there is already ready section that you can film over there.
Oh, okay.
Have some testing.
This region is known for their sweets, especially I think with the Arabian influence. Salam.
Yes, mushabbak.
Mushabbak.
Yes.
We have a number of different sweets, desserts. There's baklava, there's helva, there's also one that looks like a jalebi, which is a fried dough.
Another different color.
Okay, of baklava. Okay.
If you come from Addis or from Harar to Dawa, so a person who live in Harar, they make sure that they get this sweet. That's one of the popular souvenir.
You gotta come here.
Must.
Okay. First brought us out some of the baklava, which is what they were just slicing up fresh from that pan. Just pick it up like this. All right. Okay.
Oh wow.
It is a different type of baklava. It is salty and sweet at the same time, and then it has this almost like nutty, peanut buttery taste to it, and also it's kind of juicy at the same time. Is it peanuts inside, or what type of nut?
Peanuts.
Peanuts.
Chickpeas.
Okay.
It's a groundnut.
And also chickpeas in here. It's really good. What I liked is that it has a combination of salty and sweet, and then just those layers of pastry that make it good. Salam. He knows everybody. He's chopping up some tomatoes, some onions. You can smell the onions sizzling over charcoal in that oil. But we're gonna get some fool, which are the fava beans, which are popular all the way from Egypt through down south through this area region of Africa. Oh, Thailand. Thailand. Salam, how are you? How are you? Hello. Oh, that goes into the potato. That one was not even ours. That was for the man waiting, but I think she's gonna make ours right now. Okay, thank you. Good.
It's fine.
Oh, really good.
Yeah? Again. No.
That is potato. Potato with the tomato and chili and onions and bread. Oh, that's really good.
Good man,
It's really nice.
That is good.
Yes, very good. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Okay, no problem.
This is the tradition of Ethiopians. We call it force feeding. So if you're not eating, they will give you a big portion.
It is tradition, and also shows a sign of respect, and just shows the generosity of Ethiopian culture when someone feeds you a bite. That was awesome, and that's really good. This is the pool. Oh, okay. Nice. Oh, and then with tuna.
Do you have hand sanitizer?
She whips up all of those dishes and she just cooks with such expertise, and that's one of the things I love. You can see the food being prepared. We got some egg, which is scrambled and then fried with potato and chili and tomato. And then we also got the fool, which are the fava beans, which have already been kind of pre-cooked and mashed. Then she put some tuna on top.
You don't like tuna?
He cannot eat seafood.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, every time
And I love it with those fresh onions, and the tuna is really good in there. How is it?
Really good. Mix the egg, potato, tuna, and the fava beans.
All together is so good.
Mine's smashing.
Oh, you can watch it all being prepared. I love it. I love it.
Sorry, I'm like not like you, Mama. Getting old.
That's a mix of the egg and potato plus some of the fool. Yeah, that's great. And those green peppers are wonderfully fragrant. This is a delicious breakfast. You could not be happier sitting here on the side of the road, underneath a tree, freshly cooked food. I'm already loving it. And conveniently, coffee is always available in Ethiopia. Oh yeah. Oh wow. It's just awesomely good. And that has a really nice roux flavor. Cheers. Amasaganalo. Amasaganalo. Thank you. Thank you.
Bye bye.
We're now driving from Diradawa to HARER, which is about a 1-hour drive through the mountain.
Sort of walking.
Many of the lanes are just walking. But before we start exploring the ancient city of HARER, we're just gonna drop off our stuff at the hotel. We're gonna be staying here for the night. This is the place. Beautiful. And then this is our room. We have 2 beds. And then over here, this is the living room section.
Hi.
Salam. Hello.
How are you?
Wow.
Okay. Yeah.
Wow, thank you. This is where the family lives, and this is a traditional Harari Gegar home.
Yeah.
It's absolutely beautiful. And the decorations, the pans, the baskets, the seating area, it's gorgeous. And something that I haven't mentioned yet is that right now it is the time of Ramadan. And so tonight we have a very special opportunity to join the family as they break the fast this evening. He likes to look at them, but he's scared. Said they're cooking big.
This is a fenugreek stew.
Wow.
It's influence of Indian. You can smell all the recipe.
Wow.
Hulbat marach.
Hulbat marach.
Hulbat marach. It means fenugreek stew. I can see the tongue and the stomach.
But I wish you could smell this. This is fenugreek stew, which is a traditional dish of HARER. Oh, I got some smoke.
So all the rich, wealthy people are cooking a food everywhere.
Okay.
So the population of the beggars are less.
قبس شوربان
It's barley for soup.
Okay.
قبس شوربان بالديو.
We're gonna drive now to the new city, and I think we're gonna check out some more cooking, and then we're gonna go to a market as well. We're just outside of the old city walls, and we're gonna walk to a place where we can see them cooking more food.
You told me you like salty stuff, so HARER is known for good nuts.
Okay. These are peanuts?
Yeah, it's safe to eat it. So try some.
Oh yeah. Oh, they're really good. They're really big too. This is another kind of random compound that we've just come to just to see what they're cooking here.
Different one.
Oh,
Rice.
with rice.
The meat is right here.
Okay.
Serve it with the rice and meat. The meat is super cooked.
Wow. So is it for a restaurant here though, or is it for a?
Because now Ramadan is finishing, so most of the rich, wealthy people, they prepare food
Like food to give away.
Yes.
Ah, okay. So like a wealthier family, during this time of Ramadan, they would prepare food.
Yeah.
And then cook it and then give it away to people in need, to poor people.
So
Okay.
not only the food, also money goes with them.
Okay.
It's called zakah.
But yeah, you said they're gonna bring this food to mostly to the prison.
Cooking at home.
Nice place. Cool.
Go?
Awesome.
Yeah.
So we're stopping at a restaurant to have a little bit of lunch, a couple of dishes.
Gomen besiga.
Gomen besiga, that's with meat. Kale with meat.
Gomen is tail. Siga is meat. Be is ant. Gomen
Okay.
besiga.
Oh, it's awesome. And like they were mentioning, there's some basil in it. You can taste the basil. As I was taking that bite, some dulet came, which is it's an amazing Ethiopian food. It's a mix of organs. This was goat organs, which is sautéed. Oh, the dulet.
Some dulet.
You've got the mix of organs, but it's not really irony tasting at all. I can taste some like crunchier bits, some softer bits. It's incredibly delicious. Sautéed with just some light spice. You can taste maybe some pepper in there. I think this one is it misir? The lentils? Oh, delicious as well. I gotta try that chili.
It is.
Yeah.
At least less spicier than the one that we had last time.
Oh yeah, it is. It is. It's less spicy. Taste it with the chili. Yeah, that's an ultimate combination with that fresh chili chasing.
Yummy. It is yummy. Najibo!
After finishing a delicious lunch, there's only one thing to do immediately afterwards. Cheers.
Cheers. Good, so good.
It's just always good coffee in Ethiopia. Okay, 1, 2.
That's a gate which is made when King Haile Selassie became a Duke of HARER. Excluding this one, we have 5 original gates. So we're going to go through the original gate, which is called a Showa gate.
Oh my god.
Spice market, you see the old French car loading spices.
Oh, check out this classic
okay.
Pujo, yeah. Oh, we better get out of the way of this classic Pujo. You can smell the aromas of all the spices, the dry chilies, the fenugreek. There's also grains at this market as well, and coffee, green coffee. But this is it's another beautiful market.
Coriander.
Ah.
It goes in every cooking. Most of the time it's very popular to put it in falafel. So that's a flaxseed seed or linseed. It's a castor seed to make castor oil.
So many good things in this market. You see rosemary, there's rue, there's all sorts of different dry chilies. There's turmeric and ginger and garlic and green coffee and fenugreek and all sorts of different nuts and seeds and spices, the aromas. the colors, this market's beautiful. Okay. This gate?
This is called a Showa gate.
Showa Gate, one of the 5 gates.
Yes.
We're passing through the gate now on our way back into the old city of HARER. And by the way, HARER, the whole walled city, is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Walking into the old walled city, it really does remind you of entering the walled city of Jerusalem. There's little shops, there's spices still. Wow, this is fascinating. I'm just in awe here. The colors, the culture, it's just spectacular. And not only the life and the culture and the people, but also the ancient city and the buildings, the paintings. They're all painted in beautiful colors. It's so incredibly, it will leave you in awe walking through these ancient streets.
Making samosa.
Okay.
Come here. Let's get out
Okay.
Okay, you can come in here. Come in here.
Sambusa. Wow. Nice. Beautiful.
بلا بلا وستيتي نشاك مسوا لب يرجعون ده بس أنا رأيت مسوا زميلي
Taste of the lentil. It's lentils and onions and looks like some chilies. Some chilies in there. Spicy? Oh yeah. Oh, it's delicious. It has like a sweet and spicy and oniony taste to it. In the ancient streets of HARER. That's awesome. All right, sure. A little ways down the road from where we saw her making the sambusas, here they are, freshly fried. Oh wow. Oh man,
My favorite.
they're so good. They're so crispy. And then the lentils on the inside are salty with the onions. They're so crispy.
Come and test it.
Oh, there's leek in there too. I'm gonna take another.
So that's one for you. That's a sesame snack. It's made with honey, sometimes sugar.
Little sesame sweet balls. It's like solid sesame, right?
Yeah.
That is solid sesame. Yeah, you do have a little bitterness, plus the sweetness and nuttiness. Walking down one of the lanes that's known as the tailor lane. So many tailors, lots of different fabrics on this street as well. Very nice. Hello, hello. People are so incredibly friendly. The culture it's gorgeous. It's so cool. It's so cool. Okay, we stopped in another little home. They're making some other things to sell at the market after evening, but I'll sample. It's like a really crunchy donut, lightly sweet and bready. Really good. Kind of has a vanilla flavor to it too.
It's a different samosa from what you have so far. It's a meat samosa.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's delicious. You do taste a unique spice in there, like mustard seed or something.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah, they do.
Oh, it is. Okay.
Black pepper, garlic, black pepper, chili, salt.
Or definitely coriander seed in there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, very good. Thank you. Halasu just took me on like a walk through the maze of streets, but I didn't even realize, but all of a sudden we emerged from a lane and we are back at the Grand Mosque, and our hotel is just behind the Grand Mosque, but this is the biggest mosque in HARER. Hello.
Falafel.
Okay.
The best falafel in the town. Unfortunately, the light is off, so
Oh, okay.
they're struggling with the light.
Okay. They're gonna cook it soon. They're not ready yet. Oh, electricity. Electricity just came on. But they're also not finished cooking yet, so we pre-ordered some. We'll eat it later. Walking back towards the guest house, and they're gonna start cooking soon because it's getting to be the late afternoon. Hello.
Okay.
And the family is preparing for iftar, which is the breaking fast in the evening after sundown. Oh, okay. A dough deep fried, kind of like they puff up, kind of like a fried, I think it's sweet.
I mean the pancake.
They're preparing so many things, and there's so many like different batters going that we're kind of getting mixed up of what's all going on. But next, this is like a really sticky, pasty batter that she kind of like whipped up with her hand, and now she's frying them into little shapes, and they kind of just have their own little formation. This one is falafel? Bajia. Oh, okay. Which is that batter she was mixing up with the chilies and the onions and the coriander in there. These are bajias. In about an hour, she fried up like an entire shop full of different fried snacks, all different, especially common during the Ramadan time.
It's the same as the
Oh, that's one we saw. Yeah. Okay. So, which they had pre-made before is the barley soup, and that's what also we saw being cooked in that giant pot, which is a HARER specialty. It's starting to get dark. It's also about to storm. I can feel drops. The lightning is coming on, but they're starting to serve the food and dish it out and arrange the living room, dining room in there, and it's so beautiful. All of a sudden, it is just downpouring. The rain is coming down. The electricity has gone off, but in this hut over here, they're now warming up the fenugreek stew, which I can. Oh wow, I'm getting soaked, which I can smell. A torrential downpour is happening outside, but I ran over here to take a look at how she's making the fenugreek stew along with the injera. So she layers in, she scoops it in, it's like a soup, and then she puts on a layer of injera. And then she scoops on some more soup, so it's kind of soaked in there. And it smells so good. You can smell that fenugreek. It is now time to eat. The electricity is off, so I'm holding the light, but we're sitting down to eat. Dates are one of the most important foods for breaking the fast because of their high sugar content. Oh.
You need taste?
That is an amazing date. The barley soup. Like a porridge almost. You can taste some kind of a spice in there, kind of like cardamom or cinnamon. Is there cinnamon? Oh, kaka. And you eat it together with the porridge?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And these are the kaka, those fried dough. Wow, okay. It really popped up.
Just that. Okay?
Abushwat.
Abishwat.
Okay, and next round is for the fenugreek stew, which is soaked with the injera, which was layered in there, and so it's soaked up all of that stew. It has a very unique aroma, which I think is coming from fenugreek. I'm not sure what else is all in there, but there is some like beef stock and some beef bones, and then you sprinkle on I think it's a radish. It has a really sour taste, which might be from the injera. And then, with salad. Oh, thank you. Oh, some salad on top too. really good with the salad because that gives it some, you can taste the lemon juice in that salad. Fenugreek stew was awesome. We are now eating watermelon. I already ate a piece and also some mango. Wow, that's just sweet and extremely ripe and almost has a honey flavor to it. Okay. Oh, that's the one we pre-ordered, right?
Yes.
Okay.
That's the
Oh,
best.
so they are. These are what we pre-ordered a few hours ago, and now they're ready. Then they're like falafel. Oh yeah.
Is it good? Is there a
It
difference?
looks really good. Yeah. This one's like, I don't know, it has a different spice blend to it. And I think this one has more onions in it or something.
Sooner or later we'll see hyenas.
But the hyenas are wild.
Yeah. See all the meat of the camel.
Oh, okay.
They're gonna give them the bone later. Come on.
Yeah.
So welcome.
Salam. Can you tell me again about the hyenas?
Yeah.
Hold on, give me.
So we are
Oh,
in
it's
the
even scarier with the lightning.
So we are in the hyena feeding site. So which is started a couple of hundred years back. So the reason why they feed the hyenas in Harare is especially for prophecy of the new year. When before the Muslims enter to the new year, 2 or 3 days in advance, they prepare big portion of porridge on the top of the hill. So the first hyena which is going to come there is believed to be a king of hyena. So they take the bite of the porridge and the others will come and join. So the locals predict the coming year is hopeful, no war, no problem. And especially they believe Harar will be safe from bad evil spirits.
And in case you didn't know, hyenas have one of the most powerful jaws of any animal, of anything. So he has some meat and bones. I cannot believe I'm just standing here in the midst of wild hyenas. They are seriously giant, they're huge.
So I want you to walk over there and sit on the rock. Go. Yeah. Go. Yusuf, Hanif, walk. Walk and sit on the rock. Just sit here and get the stick. Yeah, sit. Get the stick and try to face me. Yes. There you go. Get a stick. Diana will be in your back, don't worry.
Okay. Yes, okay. Yes. لا المخدة بطرانة قلت له بدل الدربابات. Yes. جاد مالي.
Rabusi.
Hey.
Do it with the hand, do that towards the other one. Stand up. Ragab, Yusuf, Kabu diye mana
I think that's the scariest thing I've ever done. I could actually smell the breath and the wet fur of that hyena. Oh, wow. That is so freaky. And now Desi is taking a turn.
Hey.
Fan ragi lal. Abu demti. Abi.
Yes.
Good.
Hey.
You can.
How are you, man? It was good.
You can come here. Yusuf, you can stand here so you have the light in the background. That's it. Come on. You get.
That was incredible. We all survived. Their necks are like the size of your torso. They're just huge, but that is, wow, I'm still kind of shaking from that hyena on my back. We just got dropped off in the center of the old city, and we are gonna eat one more thing.
So the mixture will be on the top.
Okay, so it's called fatira here, but it is similar to mataba or murtabak, things that it originates, I believe, in the Arabian Peninsula or somewhere in the Middle East. But it's a ball of dough which he whips into a very thin sheet, and then he adds egg and I think there's some chilies into the egg, whips that up, and then he cooks that on a griddle, and then cooks the egg in the middle. We came upstairs. They have a seating section overlooking the main square roundabout of Harar, and they served us the fatira. Oh yeah. Oh, it's hot. It's really good. It's just that dough, which has been fried in a little bit of oil, with like an omelet on the inside. We just made it back to the guest house after a full day of Dire Dawa, starting off in Dire Dawa and then in Harar. It has been a fascinating day, and yeah, I'm still kind of shaken up by that hyena experience. That was once in a lifetime, and I want to say a huge thank you to Desi from Go Addis. He's been really helpful, and he's been along with us, guiding us for this trip, as well as Halasu for guiding us around Harar. They were both great. And also, I arranged everything. Go Addis helped me put this entire itinerary together and arranged everything, so thank you very much to Go Addis. I'll have the links in the description box below. And then finally, thank you very much for watching this video about Harar and experiencing the food. Please remember to give this video a thumbs up and leave a comment below, and also click that little bell icon. That way you'll get notified of the next video. Thanks again for watching. Goodbye from Harar. I will see you on the next video. Oh, one more thing. I forgot to tell you, I still have I can still feel those paws in my back, those hyena paws. I'm getting the shivers again.